In this video of ASP.NET, we will start working with a very major control of it, that is GridView. In the previous videos, while we were working with data sources, I just used this GridView to show the data as without any formatting. But now here we will do some advanced operations as well. So as we know, GridView is used for showing the data in a tabular format. So at the runtime during the code, you will bind a data source with this particular grid view and it will show the data inside it in a tabular format. It will show multiple records at a time. Obviously, it depends on your query from which you are creating your data source. You can also do the selection of records, editing, sorting, paging. That all can be done while working with the grid view. The best part is, like when you are working with a particular data source, you don't have to write a code for doing this. But obviously, if there is some customization in my requirement, I will definitely have to fulfill that with my code itself. So let's see how to start working with a grid view.
So for implementing the GridView control, we'll come to the toolbox, and here from the data controls we'll choose the GridView control. And to show the data inside it, either I can go for the code for writing the link query or a AD.NET code or Anadi framework code, and then later I will set the data source for this grid view. But here what I'll do is I'll just go for the SQL data source, which we have already covered, and here we'll configure that, and then later we'll set this SQL data source as the data source for the grid view. So for populating this SQL data source, I'll have to come to new connection. Here I'll put dot as my current server name, SQL Server Authentication, where I'll pass the username and password. Then I'll have to go for the database name, that is MyDB. Let's check it, it's fine. Say OK. Here you can see the connection string. Then say next. I would like to save this connection string as my DB connection string in the web.config file, so I'll keep this checkbox checked. Here you can choose the particular table from which you want to retrieve the data, and here you can choose the fields which all you want to get. If you want to pass any condition, you can just come here and say where, and you can set the condition. So here I'll not pass any condition, I just want the full records there in the grid view. Let's say next. To see the sample output, here you can click on the text query. It will show you the data, and now say finish. Alright, so now what I'll do, I'll come to the grid view, and here I'll choose the data source as SQL data source 1. As soon as I will do that, it will be showing all the fields with the same column name. If you want to put any format, you can come to auto format and pass any predefined format from the list. Say OK. Now it will be shown in this particular format. So let's execute this grid view, and here you can see all the selected columns are being displayed in the particular format which we have chosen. Now if I want to perform any DML operations or paging with this particular grid view, we can do that as well. So let's start first with the paging. For that, here I'll come to the properties of grid view, and here I'll choose the property allow paging to true. Alright, and then the page size, let's say 5, so that in one particular grid view the 5 records will be shown. So let's execute it again. Alright, so here 5 records are displayed. Then I'll click on 2, 3, and in this way the records will be displayed. Now let's say if I want to perform the DML operation, so what can I do? I'll have to come back to this SQL data source and I'll reconfigure that, and in this page where I got the advanced button, I'll come here, will say generate insert update delete statement. Make sure that you have selected the primary key column for performing this operation, and there must be a primary key if you want to go for this predefined form of insert update or delete. Say use optimistic concurrency to make the data concurrent even if you are performing the DML from the grid view. Say finish. The records will be same, and now it is being displayed. Now what the difference you will find is, you will come on the smart tag and here you will get the options like enable editing, enable deleting, enable selection. Alright, and if you want to sort the data, you can sort the data as well. So let's say how these options will be implemented. Alright, so paging is still there. Now if I'll come and click on the first name, you will see the whole data is sorted on the basis of the first name column. Similarly, if I'll click on gender, the data will be sorted on the basis of gender, like females first, then male. And similarly, you can do that with the salary as well. On the first click, the data will be sorted in descending order, and in another click, it will be sorted in descending order. Now, if you want to delete a particular record from here, for example, if I want to delete the Dawn, then what I'll do, I'll just click here. So you see that particular record is deleted. Similarly, if you want to perform any editing on a particular field, like here, I want to change the salary of Anil, so I'll click on edit. Here the fields will be converted into text boxes, and here I have a couple of buttons, update or cancel. If I click on cancel, it will be undone. Again, if I'll click on edit and will do some changes, like here I'll make it 36,000 and just click on update. So here in the output you can see 36, and obviously the record will be changed in the database as well. So this is how you can perform the sorting, editing, deleting and retrieval operations in the GridView control.